Welcome back to Tackett's House of Horsepower. It's me, Steve Tackett, and it looks like this is going to be part 3 of this little debacle with the oil pressure. So, if you didn't watch the first 2, go back and watch those first. Just trust me. So then you'll know what's going on. But, is that a pterodactyl? I don't know what's happening right now. We're gonna finish up this 350 and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, here we go. It's basically a complete long block, ready to go. I'll steal the distributor and the wires and valve covers and stuff off of the engine when I pull it out. Probably the water pump and pulleys and brackets. I think that car right now has a 750 double pumper on it. I might go ahead and try it on here, maybe jet it down a little bit. I think I got an oil pan over there I'm gonna try out. I got a new pump. And some of you might be like, how come you didn't lube everything when you put it together? Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna use my little oil can, lube up all the moving parts, and then I use the pump on a drill, and I go zzz, and I pump oil till I see oil coming out everywhere. All the rock arms and stuff. So that'll be fine. It'll be well lubricated before I try and start it. The only other thing is this timing tab. You didn't see it earlier, but what I do is I use my dial indicator. I stick this on, before I put the cylinder head on, I put this on the block and lower it down, and then I get the piston all the way to top dead center. I mean, exactly top dead center. Number 1 piston, top dead center with a dial indicator. Then, normally, I use a timing tab, pointer, like this. Especially with this type of harmonic balancer, it's got all the degree marks on it. You use a tab, and it's adjustable, so you set this on 0. Now, before I put the head on, I made sure I found absolute 0. I tried to put this tab on and it wasn't even close. Like, the adjustment on it is not even close. So what I did was I put my old tab back on and I marked it. See, 0 is not actually 0. See that? It's actually around 2. See that? So 0 is not 0 according to that. I trust the dial indicator though. Where'd he go? He's over there. So the dial indicator tells me that piston is on top dead center exactly. Marked a mark where 0 actually is. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a correct pointer and I'll swap that out. So the pointer will be where it is right now. So anyways, yeah. Just missing an oil pan, put the pump on it, lube it with a drill, bing, I'll get oil pressure through everything. That's it. Everything else is gonna come off the other engine. Maybe we'll do that next weekend. I don't know, we'll see, hopefully. But I'd like to hear this thing run soon. I guess we can keep going, cause look what showed up. I got a new oil pan, a timing tab, a harmonic balancer stud, an alternator, so I can go ahead and button the bottom of this thing up, and then I want to put oil in it and pump it up with our drill. I'll show you how I do that. Since, I mean, you saw me assemble all these parts. Oliver, what? Okay, yeah, we hear you. Let's fix your ear, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy. Sound like a monkey. So yeah, this engine's been sitting a long time. We already discussed that. So let's put an oil pan on it, fill it with oil, and then we'll pump oil through everything, and we'll make sure we got good oil pressure, and we prime the whole oiling system. I'll show you how we do that. All right, first things first is the harmonic balancer bolt I had. I ordered this one, and it's just a regular small block one. And I stuck it in there. I don't know if it's the aftermarket harmonic balancer or the aftermarket pulley, but I stuck this in there and it only grabbed about 3 threads. And that's no good, especially on a cast crank. You'll pull those threads right out. I didn't even try to tighten it. So like 3 threads, that's not good enough. So I ordered this ARP one, and you can tell it's much longer. So I like that. We'll go with that one. There's a part number in case anybody wants. 134-2501. I don't know why, but the ARP one's much longer. So we'll go with that. I take that back. Before I put the harmonic balancer bolt in, I don't want this thing to move. Because remember, I got this thing on absolute top dead center right now with my dial indicator. I don't want this to move at all. So we're gonna put our new timing tab pointer on here, and it looks to be the right one. The other one I had did not come anywhere near the harmonic. It was like a, I don't know, 1/4 inch or almost a 1/2 inch away from the harmonic balancer. So I got the right pointer again. Thank you, Summit. This one is Moroso 60110. It's a 6 3/4 inch harmonic balancer. So you would think that would be a normal one, but apparently not. So I need to get this adjusted and get it right on that mark for 0. There we go. Right on 0. That cheesy little one you get out of the chrome section there, that thing was off by 2 degrees. Look at it. See where the 0 is? Hard to focus on it. It was off by 2 degrees. That's a lot. So I like using this style harmonic balancer, and my timing gun is adjustable, so I can set it where I want, 36, 37, whatever degrees, and then rev the engine up, and I can look down, and that's going to be right on 0. So that's how I do it. All right, take your pump, and if you spin it, you can hear there's like no resistance, and it's kind of quiet. So take something thick, I don't know, some 2050, because why not? And I do it over the engine, so in case I pour everywhere, it's just gonna go inside the engine. So I put some in here. Let that run down into the pickup tube. Now when you spin it, you'll hear it change tone. And then you'll know when it's, hear it? It's starting to change. And you can feel the resistance. It gets a little harder to turn, and you can hear it. And it starts coming out the bottom. That's why I do it over the engine, so it drips into the engine, who cares? And then take it and drop it in. And there you go. Bolt it down, torque it, and your oil pump's done. Now we can just throw the pan on it, and then we'll fill it with some oil and we'll check for pressure. Okay, I'm back. You didn't even know I left. I got a phone call from Arizona Drive Shaft. They said, "Your drive shaft's ready, Mr. Tackett." So I said, All right, I'll be right there. So I had to push everything in, close the garage, run up to Arizona drive shaft. Down and Dirty's got a drive shaft. This car will be doing burnouts soon. Okay. So anyways, that's okay because the oil pan let the silicone dry. So it's been a couple hours. So the silicone could dry. Now, let's go ahead and put the adapter on and the oil filter on. And then we'll flip this guy over. And the moment of truth, the first test, do we have oil pressure? All right, flipped her over, hooked up my oil pressure gauge. We'll go ahead and dump in some of our favorite Rotella. You know, like Derek says, it has all the dinosaur juices or whatever he says. And it's a flat tappet cam, so you know the deal. Here we go. Try not to make a giant mess. I don't need to fill it. This is a 7-quart pan, so we don't need to fill it right now. One jug is plenty for now. Okay, next I'll get my handy dandy old distributor tool I made, and we'll stick that in there. All right, I got an old distributor. Any Chevy distributor will work, big block or small block. This one's a newer one that had like digital stuff on it. But you take all that stuff off and you got this shaft sticking out, and you take the gear off the bottom, and you're left with just this. And this is all you need. Drop it in, doesn't matter. Make sure you got all the way down and you're engaged in the oil pump drive rod. There you go. Now we just need a drill. Whoa, almost knocked you over. Okay. So now this is an old engine. It's been sitting a while, I know that. And the oil filter's empty. So it might take a second to get oil pressure. So don't panic. It might take a second, but it was a good running engine when I took it out, so hopefully this is tight. Otherwise, we're gonna make a mess here. Take one. Also helps if you're going the right direction. All right, let's try that again. It's over 70 right now. All right. It made 70 pounds, and I don't know if you can see. Well, you can't see. Hold on. Let me take you off of here. Hold on. I got oil coming out everywhere. Well, starting to. What about this side? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you see that? It went to 70 PSI. That thing went up all the way to 70. I don't know if I can hold it here. Here. Can you see that better? There's a close-up. Sorry about that. Battery's dying on the phone. But yeah, you can look and see we are squirting oil. All over. That's what you want to see. All of them are squirting oil. So now I know the cam, the lifters, the push rods, the rocker arms. I mean, we got oil all the way up to the top. So that's good enough for me. She's primed, she's lubed, she's ready. You know what I mean? That didn't sound right. All right, there it is. I brought the old 350 out of retirement. She's going back in the Blue Wagon. I think a lot of my friends are gonna be happy when they see that. And I think I will be too. That engine belongs in that car. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe, hit comments, say hello, any of that. I'd really appreciate it. And I got some work to do now. I think the engine can go in the car. I've also got some parts that finally showed up for Down and Dirty. So I don't know, this next video after this one, maybe it'll be a Down and Dirty video, maybe it'll be an engine install. I don't know. I just don't have enough hours in the day, I swear. But stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get these cars up and running. There's some racing events showing up soon, so maybe we'll see the green Chevelle out at a no prep race here soon. Yeah, lots going on. So hit that bell. Then you can keep up with me. You know what I mean? Anyway, dinner's here, and Sarah brought In-N-Out burgers for dinner. I know. So let me get in there and eat it. Anyway, see you next time.